Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby present you the console formerly known as the Game Prince. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have our little 8-bit game machine right here. On eBay, this was just listed as an 8-bit game machine. It did not have this absolutely hilarious name. Yes, it's not purple, but, well, it'll just have to do. Here we have the Game Prince. And this box is so much more hilarious than the PXP3's box. Oh, where do we even begin, ladies and gentlemen? We got built-in classic games, iPhone, PC, Android games. So is that all in there? I couldn't really tell you. And then we got the symbol there, which in a wide variety of different countries can mean a wide variety of different things. Everything from peace to jog on to a variety of other things. Apparently it comes in other colors. And unfortunately, purple isn't listed, although there's that weird pinkish color there. That would look absolutely atrocious. So yes, we've got the Game Prince. We've got the 2.5-inch TFT display, new and classic 12-bit games. Holy shit, these are going to be way better than any of those 8 or 16-bit things. It's fucking 12-bit, man. Built-in classic games, power supply, 3 AAAs or lithium-ion battery. Look on the top here. It can either be 3 AAAs or lithium-ion. I don't know if that would really work. I've got my AAA batteries right here, hoping I don't have to charge this thing. The device itself, of course, looks a lot like the GBA Micro. In fact, pretty much everything's where it should be except the start and reset buttons are completely different areas. Well, I don't think the GBA Micro even had a reset button. It just would have been a select button, wouldn't it? Let's look. Both sides are the same. Look at the back here. We've got iPhone, PC, Android games. We've got power switch, which I guess is where that is. Oh, it's on the back. Okay. We got turbo key, game key A, game key B, all pretty much what you'd expect, decently translated. On the bottom here, waste electrical products should not be disposed of with household or waste. Please recycle where facilities exist. Check with your local authority for recycling advice. And of course, what's our sad onion look like? He only looks marginally depressed. Yeah, well. Alright, let's rip and tear huge boxes to see what lurks within. Alright, so that's what was rattling around in there. Oh, we got the single sheet of toilet paper that has the much crappier. Well, no, I'll be charitable and say, oh no, that's not a much crappier Wii U. But this is of course this rendered in white, but it looked for a second like the handheld tablet controller thing for the Wii U. And of course it's showing new Super Mario Brothers on there, which I guess I would be very surprised if such a game could run on there. Okay, and of course it's written in some language that I cannot decipher, and it's all in Chinese, I should say. I deciphered that, or it could be any number of languages that uses that sort of script. Alright, so here is the unit itself, and of course we have our AV cables, and surprisingly enough, it only output in mono. I wonder if this will actually work. I highly doubt it. Okay, well, what the hell is that? I guess, is that like a thing covering the screen here? There's a little square thing right there. I'm not... Oh, it is a screen cover. Okay, sweet. Yeah, the screen looks okay. Build quality isn't too bad. Feels kind of cheap, I suppose, but it doesn't feel any less cheap than the PXP3. By which I mean, it actually feels pretty good. Yeah, I was too quick to judge. This actually feels pretty good. Buttons are nice and clicky. On the back here we have a place for your fingers, which is kind of neat. The original GBA Micro didn't have that. I think this is slightly bigger than a GBA Micro. It looks a little bit bigger, although I don't have mine for scale. I have the power switch on the top, and this looks like this is 3 AAAs. Just imagine it would have been double A's. That would have been absolutely hilarious. Alright, let's pop the batteries in here and see if this thing even turns on. Yep. And... What? Ah! That was surprising. Where's the volume? Do we even have a volume? Actually sounds pretty good. That's rocking. Okay. For some reason, 8-bit can just sound so much better than 16-bit. Alright, so let's actually turn out the light, adjust the camera, and actually see what this thing looks like. So apparently we have 151 in 1. We've got Super Mario Castle. We got some sort of Mega Man ripoff there. So let's press the start key. We got Contra 1, Super Mario, Ninja Turtle, Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers 2 apparently, Blood Fight, Heavy Barrel, Eye Story, Ninja Gaiden 2. Okay, so we got some classic games on here. Double Dragon 2. Menus are pretty well laid out. This is actually really high quality, and of course it is backlit. And the screen, in real life, looks pretty good. It looks better, in fact, than the PXP3. And keep in mind, this is a $15 console. Let me move my position here so it's a little more comfortable, since I am playing this through a viewfinder. Alright, so let's actually get this in a marginally comfortable way to control here. And take a look at Super Mario. That's always the best way to test. Alright, that is Super Mario. I'm just pronouncing it like that to be annoying. Alright. Okay, so that's B and that's A. I think they swapped the B and A keys. Or B and A buttons, I should say. Sound emulates perfectly. For whatever reason, 8-bit consoles are the best emulated, it would seem, when it comes to these cheap Chinese knockoffs. The audio is absolutely perfect. I think the fact that B and A buttons are switched is really stupid, and then I just crashed into a pit because I accidentally hit the turbo key that's on here. Right there, in fact. Let's see, what happens when I do hit the turbo key? Turbo key jumps. Yeah, really being able to sprint in this game is somewhat difficult since the buttons, once again, I'm thinking they are actually swapped. I have not played Super Mario Bros. On the original NES in a very long time, so it could very well be that that's how the B and A buttons were, but I highly doubt it. Because B is right underneath A, it would seem, which is somewhat annoying, but this is still pretty good. But that is always a problem, though, is when the buttons are swapped. But I imagine you can get used to it. Sometimes the A button really doesn't want you to sprint for whatever reason, so I guess if you don't like to just breeze through Mario, that shouldn't affect you too much. Because you could easily take a running jump, though. But I just like to sprint the entire way. Alright, well this thing is perfectly playable. And if I wasn't trying to play it through a viewfinder, it would be even better still. The screen is really, really good, as you can see. Now, through the viewfinder, it looks a little worse than in real life. The screen is very sharp in real life. It's amazing. For a $15 console, holy crap. With a form factor the size of the GBA Micro, this thing is absolutely awesome. It does look like, at least the viewfinder is a little washed out, but then again, it sometimes looks like crap on the viewfinder, so it could very well look better than I think it does. Okay, let's hit the reset button and look at another game. The thing is, there's not much to really make fun of here. This is legitimately good. Just look it up on eBay for, this is called 8-Bit Game. It's $15 and it's absolutely perfect. I will actually go away in a moment and test out the, now to actually start a game, you have to hit the A key, or the A button. I'm not sure if this is Ninja Gaiden 2. Yeah, it is Ninja. Oh, this must be the Japanese ROM here, Ninja Gaiden 2. Audio still sounds good. Oh, hell yeah. There's one thing about the Ninja Gaiden series, is that the audio is really good, and those little cutscenes are amazing for such a simple console as the NES. Ultimately, we're not going to go through all that. Yeah, that is the Japanese ROM there. But that's not really going to matter, since it's not like the story is that important in terms of the ninja slashy. Okay, this is really impressive. I mean, for every review of, say, the much greater Game King, it seems like the Chinese bootlegs have finally gotten to the point where they're actually really, really good. Because this thing, I can't really find any complaints with this thing. Form factor's good. Now, I don't know how long the battery life is on this thing, though. I really don't know. But the buttons feel good. I can actually see myself carrying this on a regular basis in real life here. It feels very good in the hand. Screen looks really good. And the fact that it's backlit, can you imagine? Okay, this is a $15 thing I bought off of eBay. Can you imagine? This would have blown people's minds back in like the 90s, because the fucking Game Boy was not backlit. You had to fucking sit under a bloody spotlight to see anything. I think I definitely could. Now when I actually go to play a game with the legit B&A where they're supposed to be, I'm not going to remember which one it is. Okay, let's take a look at another game, because I could play these Even the dirge of the Chinese clone console sounds good. This is a really, really good one. Okay, let's see. And I don't think... Let's see here. Do they start repeating? No, I think this might actually be a shitload of games. Now, there's Ninja 2. I bet there's Ninja Gaiden 2 again. It looks a little different, so maybe it's not. Oh, it's Bomberman. Dong Key. Oh, dear. Nuts and Milk. Are these like... Were these like NES porn games? Now, I know Dong Key here is Donkey Kong, but it's still fucking hilarious. Yes, you'll never look at Donkey Kong ever again, just Dong Key. I really don't need a key to anyone's dong, to be perfectly honest. That's just, I'm not really into that, so I don't really need that. And yeah, it's Donkey Kong. It is, oh shit, almost got hit by the flame there. You want to know something funny that I did once? Just to show you how games can be very cheap. I actually did spend 20... Shit. Ah, well, that's Dong Key for you. But I actually did buy a... They sold NES Classics on individual cards, Nintendo did. And I actually got the NES version of Dong Key 1 for that particular... for the GBA. And I spent 20 bucks on it, and the fucking thing didn't work. Oh, shit. I just realized something. I showed Super Mario Brothers. That might get blocked out. Well, if it does, I might just, like, put, like, an image or something up there. Okay, we got Excite Bike. I would love to look at that, but we all know how Nintendo is. There's Popeye. There's Pac-Man. Exiron? Never saw that before. Okay, this is actually really, really good. These do not actually start, repeating. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane here. We got several different types of Arkanoid. Dig Dug. You definitely have a few classics on here. Batman! Batman 1! Is there Batman 2 somewhere? Cuban. We got Revolution and then Cuban. Oh dear. Wait, I think that's Castro. Well, let's take a look at Revolution here. S&K? S&K? Yeah, I guess that's Castro. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Okay, this... What is, oh, this is Akari Warriors, I think. Or something. I'm not really sure what this is. I think this is Akari Warriors. Whatever it is, it's pretty good so far. So this is Revolution. It's got a picture of Castro, and it's the Japanese ROM or whatever it is. Yeah, this is a one-hit death kind of thing. Let's see, what does that button do? Oh, that's like the machine gun. And I'm just getting killed like you wouldn't believe. Okay, this is really good so far. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep dying though. Okay, let's take a look at what some of the latter ones. So it really are 152 games. Mario 7. Oh, we gotta take a look at that. Mario 7. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's just Super Mario Brothers. Okay, maybe it does repeat. Maybe there's 7 instances. What the hell? Oh, what? Okay, that's pretty hilarious. That's pretty clever. I will admit. Shit. That's pretty clever. Chinese clone console dudes. Okay, that is legitimately clever. Okay, what this is, it's Mario World 7. So they probably did stretch out the games a bit, but at least they tried. At least this is a legitimately different game. I'm really surprised about that. Okay, and I'm just going to keep dying because I cannot play through a viewfinder. Okay, if there's any Mega Mans, let's see. Aladdin 3, Disney 5, Aladdin 2, Mario 5. I guess that, yeah, that does look like World 5 of Mario. Okay, that's pretty clever. I will give them some points for that, even if it is horribly cheap. Dragon 2 and 3, I bet that's from Double Dragon. There's just Gaiden. I wonder which game that is. Turtle Ninja. Plants vs. Zombies. Angry Bird 3. You know, we have to look at it. 3 Eyes, what the hell is that? Fucking fish from The Simpsons? Okay, well, let's look at Plants v. Zomb. That doesn't sound too bad. Okay, stage 1. But is it playable? I never was really good at Plants vs. Zombies anyway. Shit, what do you do here? Put that down? Yeah, you put that down and it... Oh, yeah, I remember now. Like, you put down the little things and it gets, like, electricity or something. I'm not getting electricity, it would seem. Can I move that? No. Okay, that song is starting to make my ears bleed there. Okay. I plopped down one of the little... Oh, wait, I guess like you... Okay. You click that, and that gives you energy. This would appear to be a version. Okay, so I guess like you put down the little, put that down in front of that guy, and he like starts eating it or something. Okay, wow, this is really quite interesting here. This is a perfectly functional 8-bit version of Plants vs. Zombies. I'm very surprised at this. And the music isn't even that bad, even if it does get a little repetitive and annoying. For all I know, the real Plants vs. Zombies sounds like that. And once again, playing this through a viewfinder is somewhat difficult. So if I don't see the little sun bits, I'll try to get a Peapod launcher. Now, this is the only zombie we've had to deal with, so I guess like... Oh, there comes another one, alright. Alright, let's drop this guy down here. Let's see if this works. Shit! Oh, wait, okay, they don't go off the screen. No, I don't. I probably should have put that thing somewhere else, but oh well. Let's go grab that. Okay, this is actually perfectly playable. I'm very surprised. In Plants vs. Zombies, I've played that game before on my iPhone, back when I had an iPhone, before I moved on to the much superior, I should say, Android operating system, and didn't really have... And that's shooting little pea things. Okay, awesome. Okay, so this console just keeps on giving. This is a perfectly functional version of Plants vs. Zombies, it would appear at least, that does indeed mimic the original game. The graphics look good. The sound is... Well, let's turn it back up. Sound isn't bad. Good work. I mean, this is... I might actually start carrying this thing in real life. I used to carry a GBA Micro around all the time. And I may just start carrying this thing around all the time, too. And let's see. We got Crossfire. Alright, well, let's see if Angry Birds can make the... cross. Okay, so it has the same exact theme. But still, though, who cares? Okay, let's turn that down, shall we? Okay, let's select that episode, select level. Okay, this looks like this might actually work. Maybe. One moment. The instruction manual appears to be attached to my arm. There we go. Alright. We'll hit that. Okay, you can definitely tell that this, is a little different from the iOS version, but seeing as how this is running on a 8-bit console, I would not be surprised. Yeah, it's going pretty slow, and it's recognizable as Angry Birds. I'm not surprised it's on here, but I think Angry Birds, as long as it's fallen out of the popularity of the public. Okay, so I mean it works to a point. I mean, it certainly isn't broken by any means. So if you want 8-bit Angry Birds, it's on the machine. Now let's actually, before we call it a video, because I can already tell you I highly recommend getting one where they're not available anymore, because it works damn good. Let's see, we got, I still find it funny, Revolution. There's Donkey Kong 3, yeah, they do repeat a little bit. And there's Bomberman, well. And there's Batman 1. But still, though, there's a lot more games on here, I think, than there actually are on the PXP3, so this is actually pretty damn good. Yeah, they are repeating. Well. Can't ask for too much. Yeah, there's Dong Key 1. So no Mega Man's on here. There's Ice Climber, which is a pretty good game. Puyan. That seems somewhat familiar. I'm not really sure what from. Desert Tank. More Mario. Oh, it's the original Mario Brothers. Load Runner 1 and 2. Let's see. There's 1942, another great classic. And Kung Fu. They got Goonies on here, but they don't have fucking any of the Mega Mans. Seriously? Well, that's annoying. I would look at some of the... and there's not Mario 1 or 2 on here either. Let's see what this one sounds like. This is the... Wow, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter of all things, not the Konami one. Or the arcade one. Well, let's see what this one looks like. I'm not sure if this is legit or not. I don't remember this, honestly, at all. So, it could be, it could not be. Alright, let's see. Shit. I don't recall the NES having a massive number of legitimate fighting games. Yeah, that's a... The controls aren't very good. Sprites are a bit flickery. Yeah, that's not... That's not what I would call the best fighting game there ever was. Let's take a look at one more adventure. There's no Zelda on here either. Huh, that's weird. I don't guess it really matters. Let's do Kung Fu, and then I'll go test it out. This is not the Kung Fu I was thinking of, I think. Or it could be. That could be like the original Japanese name of it. Yeah, this is another fighting game. I seem to be doing better at this one, even though I'm just kind of mashing buttons. Okay, so that's not the Kung Fu I was thinking. I was thinking of NES Kung Fu. Alright, let's look and see. Is 1942 right? I hope it is. Actually, I know what we should test. I know exactly which one we need to test now. Pizza Boy? Still want to know what Nuts and Milk is. Well, let's take a look and see if it's pornographic in any way. Oh, yes. Nuts and Milk? What kind of name? Oh, this is one where I can't look through the viewfinder. This is... you're a indescribably purple object. I'm being chased by a green thing. Is that bad? Well, I died. I have absolutely no idea what this... Wait, is this like a Kirby ROM hack or something? Okay, so I can take falling damage or get knocked out falling. This is not at all what I expected it to be. This is weird. I'm gonna assume there's like a Kirby ROM hack. Shit, I have no idea. Wow, damn it. I have no idea what that game is. I don't know if that's like a Kirby ROM hack or what, but that's still bizarre. It's one of those games where you knew they had to be on some kind of drug. Okay, what the fuck's Batman? There is the Bataroo here. There's Hellfire. I think there's a lot of original Famicom games on here. Like maybe that is a Famicom game that never got ported to America. Yeah, this looks like it's Batman. Let's see if the music is right. Aw, shit. Dun 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 dun. It is. Dun, 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 dun. This is one of my favorite NES games, like, of all time. I absolutely love this game. That's why I suck at it. Okay, come on. Oh yeah, we never tried the turbo button. Okay, it's also one of those weird games where you can select weapons with, like, select... Oh, I hit reset by accident. Oops. It's a good thing there's a, one we can select that's a little bit closer, I think. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. That's really loud. I should probably turn that down. Yeah, that is a repeat of Batman, but whatever. At least it works. Okay, where is the turbo button? Okay, the turbo button appears to do nothing. If I hold it down and the other button... Yeah, because like the turbo button should theoretically, you should be able to hit it, and then you should be able to just hold down the button and it'll keep punching, but the turbo button just jumps. A small jump at that. Ah, well. I'm not too concerned about the turbo button not working just because who cares. This thing works just so amazingly. I'm surprised at the quality of this thing. When I saw a game print, I expected it to be a complete piece of crap, but this thing's actually really good. Like, legitimately, this is something that I would use. The PXP3 was surprisingly good, but it's not something I would actually carry in my day-to-day life, whereas this, on the other hand, is every bit as good as my original GBA Micro. Now, not as versatile, I should say, because the GBA Micro with a flash card or something, or a flash cart, I should say, can play NES games all day long, along with Game Boy games and other GBA games. So now, let us go test this thing with the TV and see just how it works. Alright, and surprisingly enough, we're back to take a look at something I just discovered. Contra 1, actually, is Contra 12-in-1, it would seem. Up and down or start button. Contra 1 here is regular Contra, and I've not seen what the rest of these all are. So let's actually see what Contra 30p is, shall we? I bet this is Contra with the 30 lives code already enabled, and we shall see if it is. Yep, this is Contra with the 30 lives code already enabled. Really, this is an amazing little machine, to say the least. This is perfect. This is literally a perfect little machine. For $15, you cannot do much better. Now, while we are playing Contra with the 30 lives code, I will explain that the AV cables actually work, and they work fairly well, actually, which is a surprising concept, seeing as how the PXP3s did not. And the picture is not too bad. Tried it with Super Mario. It looked well enough, but the signal is a bit noisy, and since it's coming out mono, the audio is kind of crap. well, I say it's kind of crap. There's a humming in the background, which can get a little annoying. But other than that, it works pretty well. This is exactly the kind of console... Although, you know what? I almost wouldn't say that. I'd almost say that this is a console I really don't want to see get damaged or destroyed in any way, because it's so good. I was not expecting it to be nearly as good as it was. I was expecting something on par with the PXP3. This is actually a legit console. It's not what you'd call a disposable kind of thing. It's like the PXP3 works well enough, but the screen just wasn't as good as it could be. But, you know, this I would not really want to throw in a travel bag and say, oh, it fell in the chasm. Oh, well... I would be very sad if I lost this thing. This is something I would highly recommend if you want to do some mobile gaming. The big problem with mobile gaming these days is phones just don't cut it. I bought a Moga controller for my phone, and the Moga controller just really wasn't very good in terms of controls. And the Moga controller, I could review that one day, but the Moga controller is not very good, and tapping on a touchscreen just really isn't that good either. Really, playing a retro game like this really needs some kind of physical feedback controller, and this really works quite well. So, ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, do I recommend the Game Prince? Well, absolutely. This thing is fucking awesome, and for $15, you can't really beat it, that's for sure. Just beat it. Oh, wait, that was a Michael Jackson song, not Prince. What's a song that Prince did? Purple Rain, but I don't know what it sounds like because it never really was a Prince fan. So anyway, I'm GeneralLotz, wishing you good Game Prince and good Game King, or whatever makes you happy. If you enjoyed my review of the console formerly known as the Game Prince, please consider subscribing, and if you can, please consider supporting me on Patreon so that I can continue to bring you reviews of great Chinese clone consoles.